My name is Oliver McClellan. Welcome to my River Cruise video series. This video will review a typical river cruise day. You may not know this, but river cruises are busy. They aren't like ocean cruises where you have sea days, kick back and relax all day. That is, if you want to make the most of your trip visiting other countries. Of course, you are the boss and always have the option to sleep late or just tootle around all day. Just keep in mind that your river cruise includes shore excursions to visit castles, cathedrals, vineyards, and a host of other venues. You've already paid for it. Let's take a look at a typical day on a river cruise to give you an idea of what your day will look like. The first example is a Viking river cruise on the Rhine. The Rhine Getaway is an 8-day cruise from Amsterdam to Basel, or reverse, from Basel to Amsterdam. My wife and I completed this trip in September of this year, from Basel to Amsterdam, so I can easily speak to it. As you can see from this pop-up map, the river runs from south to north, eventually reaching the sea in Amsterdam. Now let's take a look at a high-level daily itinerary. This itinerary lists the cities where the Viking riverboat will dock. Most of these docks are right in the city, so it's a short walk to the city sites. As you can see in this example, there is one shore excursion included on day 2 in Breisig, the Black Forest. There are also 2 optional excursions available. In some cases, an optional shore excursion might overlap your included excursion, but most of the time you can take at least 2 and sometimes 3 shore excursions. Yes, you must pay extra for optional shore excursions. Take a look at this copy of the itinerary from my cruise in September. Notice that we docked at around 8 a.m. in Breisig. Continental breakfast was served from 6 to 11 and breakfast from 7 to 9:30. The included shore excursion to the Black Forest started at 8:30 or 8:40 depending on what group you're in. That's when the bus leaves, so you have to be on the dock no later than 8:20 or 8:30. Once your tour is completed, you're back on the boat around 12:30 for lunch, which starts at 12:45. Once you finish lunch, you can go back into town to explore or join one of the optional shore excursions. We went on the Colmar World War II Museum and Memorial Tour, which left the boat at 1:45, so no time for lollygagging between lunch and the tour. The same can be said for the medieval village of Colmar tour. No time for lollygagging. The optional tours return to the boat at around 5:45 or 6 p.m. depending once again on which group you were in. Then we got freshened up and headed to the lounge to relax a little bit before dinner. We had a nice welcome from the captain and crew, and about 6:45 we were given information on what to expect in the next port of call. Dinner started at 7 p.m. and lasted between an hour and an hour and a half depending on how talkative your group was during dinner. And beer and wine is always included at dinner, so take full advantage. After dinner, we headed to the lounge to relax and enjoy the local musicians performing for us. We cast off about 10 p.m. and our group headed to bed around 11 to get some rest before the next day of touring. Each day on the cruise is as jam-packed as the first day and first port of call. Don't panic that the pace might be too much for you or your group. This is our group of 12 at dinner after touring in Breisig, and nobody looks too pooped. Remember, there is only one included shore excursion each day, and what you do the rest of the day is up to you. I'm just trying to paint an accurate picture of how busy a river cruise can be compared to an ocean cruise. There are no sea days, and there is an included shore excursion in each port. This example used a Viking river cruise itinerary, but all river cruise lines itineraries are just as full. There are differences, like this AMA Waterways example where you get to choose your included shore excursion, but there are no sea days. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful. I'll be recording additional river cruise videos to address other topics like how are river cruise lines different, how does seasonality impact river cruising, what does river cruising cost, and what's included in a river cruise. If you have a river cruise topic you would like to see covered, please email me at omcclellan@dreamvacations.com.